Black River, Jamaica's third city to host the longest bridge in Caribbean. Black River City, to have the best bridge in Caribbean. The Jamaican government is not holding back on making Jamaica's third city a showpiece that will shock the world. A slip of the tongue by Senator Aubin Hill at the newly opened KFC in Black River, St. Elizabeth, had let the secret out of what could be the longest and most expensive bridge in history of Jamaica. A bridge fitting for a purpose-built city, which will become Jamaica's third city. Welcome to the city of Black River, Jamaica. The current longest bridge in Jamaica is the newly built Montego Bay Perimeter Road bridge, which spans 180 meters long. The proposed Black River Bridge that Senator Aubin Hill described at the opening ceremony of the KFC restaurant in Black River will need to be at least 1,000 meters long, more than 5 times longer than the current longest bridge in Jamaica.
While I was in his ministry, I got the World Bank and IDB to do the study that will take the road from Williamsfield, go around Junction, go around Southfield, and come to Black River, and the Prime Minister has already agreed to move the bridge. That bridge has served us well. Long live the bridge, but we're moving it north of where it is. Prime Minister going to put in a brand new bridge that take us over into Hodges. You don't know. Yeah, man, he's already announced it in Parliament. Him said it already in Parliament, so I'm taking advantage of it. So we're just cementing it while he's here in St. Elizabeth. So, and I know Minister Floyd is happy to hear that. So,
the government will need to lift the bridge above parts of the largest wetland area in the Caribbean, the Black River Morass. I know this area very well as a youngster, as I've traversed parts of the morass on foot during the dry seasons. I've also traversed up the Black River on boats quite regularly in my teens, as I'm part of the largest fishing family in Black River for over 60 years. The Prime Minister and others nearby tried to stop Senator Aubin Hill from speaking about the proposed Black River Bridge, but Senator Hill kept on speaking, citing that the Prime Minister already speak about the bridge in Parliament, etc. The Prime Minister then chastised Senator Hill afterwards, saying that Senator Hill spoke about issues that he should not have spoken about as yet, etc.
On our behalf, Senator the Honorable Aubin Hill is a parishioner, and he is a very strong advocate for St. Elizabeth, and he may have gone a little bit ahead of himself in the advocacy, but it is only because he knows where my heart and head is in relation to the development of the parish, and therefore he was just speaking into being what we are planning for the parish. Your homeboy, Floyd Green.
Senator Hill said that the new Black River Bridge will move north of the current bridge. I think he meant northeast. However, the bridge can only move east, as west of the bridge is into the sea, and therein lies the problems with moving the old Black River Bridge, because east of the bridge is into the Great Black River Morass on the right. Then the Black River Town Center is on the left. One would need to clear the town center buildings before a new bridge can be installed over the river. This is because a main road would need to be built leading up to the bridge so as to allow the volume of vehicles to cross over the bridge. There are no other roads for at least 10 miles that connects Black River to places like Southfields, Newell, Paratee, and Junction, etc. than the Black River Bridge. The river runs from east to west into the sea. I've swam dozens or probably hundreds of times from the river into the sea after jumping off the bridge during my teenage years. The sea is about 100 meters west from the current bridge. That's where the river flows into the sea. Hence, the new bridge has 2 challenges. First, it needs to clear the town's buildings. Then it needed to be lifted above the morass to connect to the Crane Road at some point. The shortest that the new bridge could be is just over half a mile long, about 1,000 meters. That would be taking the bridge from Market Street about 100 meters east of the Black River Fire Station, then beyond the Black River Safari Tours buildings, then connects the bridge back to Crane Road, about 200 meters from the current bridge. This would give Black River the longest bridge in Jamaica, more than 5 times longer than the newly built Montego Bay Perimeter Road bridge. However, what Senator Hill has described is something much more ambitious for the new Black River Bridge than 1,000 meters long. Mr. Hill is talking about connecting the bridge to the road networks in Hodges, which is about 2 miles north of Black River. Mr. Hill is talking about connecting the new bridge to the southern coastal highway networks, which could make the bridge 3 to 4 miles long or roughly 5,000 to 6,000 meters long. This would give Black River the longest bridge in the Caribbean by far, spanning 5,000 to 6,000 meters. The current longest bridge in the Caribbean is the Atlantic Bridge in Panama, which spans 2,800 meters long. The camera briefly focuses on the Prime Minister shaking his head in disapproval as Senator Hill mentioned the points that the new Black River Bridge will be connected to.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Black River is transforming before our eyes. The Southern Coastal Highway, 96% complete up to Williamsfield, and under the direction of the Prime Minister while I was in his ministry, I got the World Bank and IDB to do the study that will take the road from Williamsfield, go around Junction, go around Southfield, and come to Black River, and the Prime Minister has already agreed to move the bridge. That bridge has served us well. Long live the bridge, but we're moving it north of where it is. Prime Minister going to put in a brand new bridge that take us over into Hodges. You don't know. Yeah, man. He's already announced it in Parliament. He said it already in Parliament, so I'm taking advantage of it. So we're just cementing it while he's here in St. Elizabeth. So, and I know Minister Floyd is happy to hear that. So it really is true. Southfield and St. Elizabeth South is changing. So not only that, the Black River Post Office is being revived.
Senator Hill is talking about taking the bridge from a place we call Island Pond. That is where the Knutsford Express coach station is located in Black River, about 2.5 miles east of Black River town's center. Then taking the bridge to a place we call Crane Corner, a triangular island on Crane Road about 200 meters past Port of Call Hotel, which is exactly 2 miles south of Black River town's center. Senator Hill mentioned linking the new Black River Bridge to Hodges, which is less than 2 miles north from the new KFC where he was speaking from. We usually refer to Hodges as the beach near Brompton. Then going south from Hodges, there is a main road that leads to Island Pond, Knutsford Express coach station. Across the road from the Knutsford coach station is the lower Black River morass that stretches back to Crane Corner that I've mentioned earlier. This is just the edges of the morass, as the lower morass is about 30 square miles. The entire wetland area of the Great Black River morass stretches to over 125 square miles. There are some farmlands on the edges of the morass going back from Knutsford Express towards the town center that stretches for about 1 mile. Most of the farmlands were subdivided in the 1970s by the then Prime Minister Michael Manley into 40 acres lots of land and given to dairy farmers. I have family members that owns one of these 40 acres lots of dairy farms, and I've walked to the end of the morass on these farms. Hence, I know the edges of the morass around Black River quite well. There are other points that the government could choose to connect the bridge apart from Island Pond. For example, they could connect the bridge from Logwood Avenue, that runs parallel to Black River Independence Park. Then lift the bridge over the morass from behind the park and connect the bridge to Crane Corner. This would make the bridge about 4,000 meters long. Hence, it would still be the longest bridge in the Caribbean by far. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more on Black River developments and for Jamaica's third city and best parish that feeds the nation with its grounds food produce. To support this channel, please share and subscribe. And leave your comments below. God bless you. God bless our Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition. God bless the Jamaican Parliament and God bless Jamaica.